Hi, I'm here with Do Better Consulting, and we're here to talk about the pitfalls that can prevent effective teamwork and how to rectify issues, or better yet, prevent breakdowns before they occur. In other words, why shit goes off the rails. These include bullies who over-dictate or coasters who don't pull their own weight, poor planning that lacks a clear and definite vision, ineffective leadership and role assignment, lack of trust or personality conflicts, failure to adhere to timelines or scheduling conflicts, external factors such as resource issues or personal emergencies, and a failure to deal with issues when they occur. Although common, the above issues can easily be avoided or quickly dealt with. The rest of my team will tell you how.
As a group, we identify communication as the key value in any successful MBA team. Communication actually ties itself into the 4 other values of a successful group that my colleagues will discuss after me. Specific to communication, we believe that transparency is crucial. What this means is that communication needs to be clear, honest, and safe. Clear, meaning to the point and direct as much as possible. Honest, meaning truthful. And safe, meaning that everyone has a voice and will be heard equally without prejudice. Another key component of communication is defining the tools and methods groups will use to communicate. Set proper expectations so that everyone is on the same page ahead of time. Examples would be email, text, and phone apps. The key is that it needs to be consistent.
A great way to have effective communication is through relationship building. A lot of work is done in a collective way, which means you will need to depend on one another. There's a relationship going on among each other in the team. Without that relationship, nobody would be able to work effectively. I've worked in the good places and worked in the bad places. What I found is teams with good synergy, their relationships are not just limited to work, but also in the personal level. So they spend time to know each other. They will talk about where they used to work, where they went to school. In addition, they will even talk about their families, friends, and hobbies. Eventually, they are more and more behaving like a family and less like a working group. Other things that can bring team together are team building activities, people checking on each other every day. With all those things, the team members will eventually reach a trust to each other.
Another key factor in making an MBA team effective is the initial planning. So that includes things like assigning a leader and assigning roles to the team. This could be done through taking turns, a democratic vote, or drawing names from a hat, just to name a few examples. Another big part is the brainstorming. So we'll probably follow the 4 steps, allowing the team to write down their own ideas, sharing and listening, seeking first to understand and then be understood, dialogue, consider combining ideas to find an integral solution, and seeking to find the best solution and not defend your idea. Further, we'd go with the SMART goals, so that'd be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time sensitive, and then the team would agree on the goals. The last thing would be meeting structures. That would include agendas and meeting minutes. Things like items, descriptions, action items, responsible persons, and due dates. That's a basic summary of effective MBA planning.
When working in an MBA team, you can avoid a lot of problems up front by agreeing to expectations and behaviors. So make a team code of conduct to encourage a respectful and fun environment. This includes respecting one another's opinions. When you disagree, it matters how you do it. So stick to the issues without making personal attacks, make sure everyone is heard, and make it clear how the group will decide on moving in a direction. Then move on. Don't hold a grudge if your idea wasn't selected. Also respect one another's time. Be on time for meetings and come prepared to contribute. If you're struggling with your part of an assignment, ask your team for help early. Don't put the team in an awkward spot by waiting until the last minute. Lastly, set out some fun penalties for anyone who violates the code. If you're going to be unavoidably late, next time it's your turn to buy the coffee, buy the donuts, or make your contribution to the team beer jar. And obviously, do not plagiarize.
Another important factor in creating effective MBA teams is mutual understanding. You never really know what will happen in life, and by understanding each other, you can create an environment where sharing ideas and asking for help is freely accepted. This can be achieved by seeing from others' perspectives and just empathizing with them and really caring about each other, willing to help and openly accept help, being flexible with each other's schedules and what happens in life, and just being non-judgmental in its entirety. This all really comes back to what Kurt mentioned before. From Stephen Covey, it's seek first to understand and then be understood. And then I'll pass it off to Allison for the conclusion.
By definition, as a team, you are working towards a common objective. You want to achieve the same thing. As a group, figure out what that is. Get to know each other. Listen to each other. Establish rules and respect each other. Follow these steps and you'll do better. At Do Better Consulting, that's our promise.